what's up? My name is Zach. Still kind of changing stuff in the background, but ignore that. I'm here to bring you another movie review today. So let's talk about it. This movie review's for Don't Breathe. You ready? Are you breathing? Because you should be for this review. So this Don't Breathe is directed by Fede Alvarez, the man who remade Evil Dead, or like some people like to say Evil Cabin if you're a huge Evil Dead fan like me. Other things. Don't Breathe is pretty much about three assholes who decide they want to rob a blind man who is sitting on a settlement of a lot of money after his daughter passed away and a rich family had killed her from a drunk driving accident or some sort. But that's not why I'm here to talk about. I'm here to talk about this movie. The story, the characters, everything around this movie. When I first saw the trailer, I was like, that is a very intriguing premise. I liked the director. I liked what he did with the Evil Cabin, Evil Dead, whatever you want to call it. And I like his writing style. But the only thing that Evil Dead didn't have with it was that it was very much a lot of gore. And I wasn't a huge fan of that. I mean, yes, the gore, but he didn't really add anything new to Evil Dead as it always was. He took away the humor and made it very dark and dreary. But this is his movie. This is the movie that he needed to make right after Evil Dead. To show that he's just not one of these random directors that just, oh yeah, he made a cool, good remake. Cool. No, he made a fantastic film. This is probably one of the best horror films I've ever seen. One of the best thrillers. One of the most suspenseful movies I've ever seen. And also, I'm switching back and forth between a couple movies, but this might be my favorite movie of this year. I loved Don't Breathe. And I can start there and say I love Don't Breathe. The characters, you have Money, Rocky, and I don't remember the name, but Jane Levy plays, oh, yeah, Rocky, Alex, and Money. Those are the three main assholes that we have in this. And also you have the blind man, played by Stephen Lang, who... First, let me talk about the assholes. Money, he's kind of just a waste-away boyfriend douchebag character who you kind of just want to die. Alex is the sympathetic one who... He's robbing people, but at the same time, you can kind of tell he has his own motives. That he kind of does like Rocky in a lot of sense, and she's with Money, and it's that whole friend zone type of thing. But he does what he does for her, in a sense, and he's very sympathetic. He's the moral compass of this group. And then you have Rocky, who pretty much has turned to this life of crime because she's trying to get out of Detroit. She's trying to get out of the Detroit area and wants to move to California with her younger sister to escape her shitty family. Now this is Don't Breathe. You see the trailers, they get you not to breathe, they get you super intense. Does that hold into the movie? Yes. And that part in the trailer that you see where the lights go completely off and the blind man's hunting them in the dark, that scene, the way it just converted straight to the black and white and you can see in the dark was fantastic. The cinematography in this movie is one of the best that I've seen. It reminds me of a lot of Roger Deakins and everything that he does for Sicario and everything. But Don't Breathe does have that amazing aspects of it. Is that because at first it goes dark and I was like, oh, how are they going to transition this? And it feels like the camera just starts panning in and goes in and you see the characters' faces and them running around. And there's scenes where there's no music, no tension, no nothing. It's just completely silent and you're kind of waiting for that jump scare to happen, but it doesn't happen. And the jump scares, when they happen, they hit hard because they're well deserved and well happened at the right exact points. And that's what Fede Alvarez does a great, fantastic job of doing. Is picking out where to throw the jump scare in, and maybe where to throw a suspension filled where something's running away or they need to fight or little things like that. That is what Don't Breathe does a great job at. You have a lot of twists and turns in this movie that are just over the top of your head amazing, and that was some of my favorite parts of Don't Breathe. Some of my favorite parts were just the aspects of the suspension, the thrilling, the story, the characters, the character arcs you have, how you learn about every single character, from the backgrounds to the names, and every little thing of that aspect is just purely amazing. And all the horror elements are great. This movie to me is almost a masterpiece, except for one little aspect. And that one little aspect I'm not going to spoil, but there's one scene in this where I get it did fit the character. It fit the character, it fit a lot of other things around it, but for some reason it just took me out of the movie. And I was like, that's kind of just weird. And it felt like very far out there. And I get why, for the character-wise and for the story-wise, it made sense. But for me personally, it just pulled me out. And I was like, okay, that's really weird. But we'll run along with it. But that's literally nothing short of what this movie is. Whatever plans you have this weekend, cancel them and go see Don't Breathe. If you're under 18, I still recommend this movie. This movie is not, I would say it could have been PG-13 besides how suspenseful it is, and there is a little blood and some cussing. But overall, this movie is fantastic overall, and it's going to be an A+ for me. Other than that one nitpick, this movie is almost a perfect film. I love Don't Breathe. I'm really excited to see it again. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Subscribe, like, comment. Tell me what you thought of the movie. Maybe you know what part I'm talking about. Maybe you didn't like the movie. Maybe you thought some character elements were kind of dumb. But other than that, guys, look out for more reviews soon. I'm watching Hell or High Water tonight with Chris Pine, the indie new movie, and I'm going to get my review to you that soon. But look out for more soon. Please go see Don't Breathe. Fantastic film. Other than that, guys, have a great rest of your day.